I think near term, you're probably looking for a range-bound trading environment just because people are a little bit skittish heading into earnings.
But you also think that you've also reduced your earnings expectations.
We have. I mean, I think you need to be realistic about the impact of a stronger dollar and energy on earnings. The flip side of that, of course, is what happens to multiples. And do you see flows continue to come into the U.S.? Well, we have a lot of clients who are talking about, which sectors do we think look most optimistic here? Consumer discretionary, healthcare are two big standouts.
Those stand out to me as not being nearly as affected by a strong dollar.
Absolutely.
Is that correct?
And of course, energy. And you can't overlook what's going on with the consumer now. We continue to hear more about wage increases. I think Walmart's wage hikes hit this week. And so I think you're going to see people start to spend. We haven't seen that come through yet in estimates. So I think that's sort of the dark horse for the back half of the year where you actually see consumer discretionary numbers start to come up.
You're not worried about the strong dollar?
It matters, but I think it matters more for the first 2 quarters of the year. Then we start obviously lapping over those comparisons. And people will look through it, especially in a sector like healthcare, where the stronger dollar will matter for earnings on 1 quarter, but it's not meaningfully going to change the way these companies sell their products or the share they have. If you have a great drug, it's a great drug, regardless of the dollar.
I think 2 things to keep in mind. One, it is kind of old. We've had some data since then that's been a little soft, most notably the payroll data. Second, I thought the reference that there were several participants who still wanted a a June hike. Well, that we also knew from the March interest rate forecast. There's always been this core of hawks who have wanted June or something earlier. So I didn't think we really learned that much new. And I thought, June to me still seems pretty unlikely unless we get some really blowout data between now and then.